What if I told you that Lamborghini built only 13 cars that cost $4.5 million each? And despite being one of the most expensive cars ever made, automotive journalists called it disappointing and overpriced. The Lamborghini Veneno is one of the rarest, most controversial supercars ever created. And the truth about this car is far more interesting than the hype. Wait until you hear what I discovered at Min 11. Before we dive into this ultra-rare hypercar, if you're fascinated by exotic cars or the wild world of limited edition supercars, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell. I'm breaking down the complete story, the design controversy, the insane specs, why it was so expensive, and whether it was actually worth $4.5 million. The revelation at minute 13 will blow your mind. Let's go. The Lamborghini Veneno. The name means poison in Spanish and Italian, named after one of the strongest and most aggressive fighting bulls ever. Revealed at the 2013 Geneva Motor Show to celebrate Lamborghini's 50th anniversary, the Veneno instantly became one of the most talked about cars in the world. The numbers: only 3 coupes built, plus 1 prototype. 9 roadsters built. Total production: 13 cars. Original price: $4.5 million coupe, $4.5 million roadster. Current value: $8 to $11 million plus. 0 to 60 miles per hour, 2.8 seconds. Top speed: 221 miles per hour. Power: 750 horsepower. But here's what nobody tells you. This wasn't really a new car. It was a heavily modified Lamborghini Aventador underneath. And that fact sparked one of the biggest controversies in supercar history. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Lamborghini built this, whether it deserved its $4.5 million price tag, why values have doubled since launch, and the fascinating truth about who actually bought these cars. Let's start with the design that broke the internet. The Veneno's design is a lot, and that's putting it mildly. The philosophy: Lamborghini's Centro-style design team, led by Filippo Perini, went absolutely wild. The brief was, create the most extreme, aerodynamic, aggressive car possible. Subtlety was not invited. What makes it look so extreme? The front. Massive Y-shaped headlights, Lamborghini's signature. Enormous front splitter extending far beyond the body. Sharp, angular lines everywhere. Carbon fiber exposed aggressively. Looks like it's ready to attack. The side. Massive side skirts and air intakes. Exposed carbon fiber chassis elements. Ridiculously large side vents. Wheels pushed to absolute corners. Dramatic roofline with flying buttresses. The rear. Enormous rear diffuser. Center-mounted exhaust, 3 outlets. Massive rear wing. Taillights integrated into the body. Looks like a fighter jet from behind. The aerodynamics. This wasn't just for show. Lamborghini claimed. Generates significant downforce at high speeds. Every surface designed for airflow. Underbody completely optimized. Front splitter and rear diffuser work together. But here's the controversy. Lamborghini never published official downforce numbers. Some journalists suspected the aero was more visual than functional. The materials: entire body, carbon fiber. Chassis, carbon fiber monocoque. Interior, carbon fiber everywhere. Wheels, carbon fiber, optional. Weight: 3,285 pounds, incredibly light. The colors: each of the 3 original coupes came in a specific color. Green, Verde Ithaca, representing the Italian flag. White, Bianco Rosso, representing the Italian flag. Red, Rosso Veneno, representing the Italian flag. The roadsters came in various custom colors chosen by buyers. The reactions: automotive journalists. It looks like a spaceship designed by an angry teenager. Aggressive to the point of absurdity. Form over function taken to extremes. Enthusiasts divided. Some called it a masterpiece of automotive art. Others called it overwrought and trying too hard. My take: in photos it looks insane, maybe too much. In person, I've seen one at a car show. It's genuinely breathtaking. The presence, the details, the craftsmanship. It's overwhelming in the best way. This is automotive sculpture. It's not meant to be subtle. It's meant to make you stop and stare. Mission accomplished. Compared to the Aventador. Side by side, you can see the Aventador underneath, but the Veneno is wider, lower, more aggressive in every dimension. It's what the Aventador would look like if it went to war. Let's talk about what this car can actually do. The engine. Type: 6.5-liter naturally aspirated V12. Power: 750 horsepower at 8,400 revolutions per minute. Torque: 507 lb-ft at 5,500 revolutions per minute. Redline: 8,500 revolutions per minute. Sound: absolutely apocalyptic. This is essentially the Aventador's engine tuned for an extra 10 horsepower. Not a huge jump, but at this level, every HP matters. The transmission. 7-speed ISR, independent shifting rods, single clutch automated manual. Shifts in 50 milliseconds. 3 driving modes: Strata, Sport, Corsa. All-wheel drive with rear bias. The performance. Official Lamborghini claims: 0 to 60 miles per hour, 2.8 seconds. 0 to 124 miles per hour, 200 kilometers per hour, 8.0 seconds. Top speed: 221 miles per hour, 355 kilometers per hour. Power to weight ratio: 515 horsepower per ton. The reality check. Here's where it gets interesting. Because the Veneno is so rare, independent testing is almost non-existent. We have to rely on Lamborghini's numbers. But we know the Aventador LP750-4 SV, same power, similar weight, does 0 to 60 in 2.8 seconds. The aerodynamic additions likely hurt top speed slightly versus Aventador. The extra downforce helps cornering but adds drag. So the numbers are probably accurate, but this isn't significantly faster than a well-optioned Aventador. What you're actually getting versus Aventador LP750-4 SV, $493,000. Veneno, 750 horsepower, 3,285 pounds, $4.5 million. Aventador SV, 750 horsepower, 3,362 pounds, $493,000. Performance difference, minimal. Price difference, $4 million. That's the controversy. You're paying $4 million for exclusivity and design, not performance. The driving experience. Only a handful of journalists ever drove the Veneno. Their reports. Chris Harris, Top Gear, is an Aventador with a wild body kit. It's not $4 million better. Henry Catchpole, Evo Magazine. The drama is visual, not dynamic. It drives like an Aventador. Horacio Pagani, Pagani founder, when asked about the Veneno, he diplomatically said, "Beautiful sculpture, but I build cars differently." The transmission controversy. By 2013, dual-clutch transmissions were standard in hypercars. Ferrari, Porsche, McLaren all used them. The Veneno used the older single-clutch ISR system. Why? Because it was based on the Aventador platform, which used this transmission. Reviews noted the shifts were harsh, especially at low speeds. Not a problem on a track, but annoying in traffic. Track performance. Lamborghini never published official Nürburgring times. Why? Probably because it wouldn't be significantly faster than the Aventador SV. The aero helps in high-speed corners, but the added weight and drag offset gains. So why did Lamborghini build this car? The answer is fascinating and reveals a lot about the supercar business. The context. 2013 was Lamborghini's 50th anniversary. Audi, which owns Lamborghini, wanted something special to celebrate. But Lamborghini had a problem. Developing a completely new car costs hundreds of millions of dollars and takes years. They needed something now. The solution. Take the Aventador platform, design an insane body, add some performance tweaks, make it ultra-limited, and price it at stratospheric levels. The strategy. This is called a halo car, or brand builder. The business logic. Build something that generates massive PR. Creates aspirational brand value. Doesn't need to be profitable per car, though it was. Reminds the world that Lamborghini is the wildest supercar brand. The pricing breakdown. $4.5 million price tag. Aventador base cost. $150,000 in parts and labor. Carbon fiber bodywork. $300,000. Custom paint and interior. $50,000. Development costs. Amortized $500,000. Total cost to Lamborghini. $1 million per car. Profit per car, $3.5 million. With only 13 cars, Lamborghini made approximately $45 million in profit. Not bad for a modified Aventador. The buyers. Who actually bought these cars? Lamborghini kept identities private, but we know. The 3 coupes. One went to a Middle Eastern royal family. One to a Hong Kong businessman. One to an American tech entrepreneur. Plus the factory kept the prototype. The 9 roadsters. Various ultra-wealthy collectors worldwide. At least 2 went to Middle East. Several went to Asian collectors. One went to a European businessman. Buyer requirements. You couldn't just walk in with $4.5 million. Lamborghini selected buyers based on existing Lamborghini ownership, collection significance, likelihood of keeping the car, not flipping immediately, brand ambassadorship potential, the competition. At the same time, other brands were doing similar things. Ferrari LaFerrari, 2013. 499 units. $1.4 million. Actually new technology, hybrid V12. Better performance than Ferrari's regular cars. Porsche 918 Spyder, 2013. 918 units. $845,000. Revolutionary hybrid technology. Faster than any Porsche before it. McLaren P1, 2013. 375 units. $1.15 million. Hybrid technology. Breakthrough performance. Compared to these, the Veneno offered more exclusivity, only 13 versus hundreds. More extreme design, but less innovation, and much higher price. The marketing genius. Lamborghini knew exactly what they were doing. Generate massive PR, mission accomplished. Create brand halo effect, done. Make existing Lamborghini models seem more attainable, worked. Prove Lamborghini is the craziest supercar brand, absolutely. The Veneno wasn't meant to be the best hypercar. It was meant to be the most talked about. And it was. So what's it actually like to own a Veneno? Let's talk about the reality of owning a $4.5 million, ultra-rare hypercar. Driving it. Most Veneno owners barely drive their cars. Average annual mileage, 50 to 200 miles. Mostly driven to from car shows. Occasional private track days. Some have never been driven in anger. Why so little? Too valuable to risk. Too rare to expose to road hazards. Appreciating investment. More miles equals less value. Attention is overwhelming. One owner reported, I drove it once on public roads. We caused 3 traffic jams because people stopped to take photos. Never again. Maintenance costs. Even sitting in a garage, these cars need care. Annual service. Oil change, $2,000 to $3,000. Inspection, $5,000 plus. Tire replacement, even if not driven much, $5,000. Climate-controlled storage, $3,000 to $10,000 per year. Insurance, $50,000 to $100,000 per year. Major service, every 2 to 3 years. Transmission service, $10,000 plus. Brake fluid replacement, $2,000. Full system inspection, $15,000 plus. Total annual cost, just to own, not drive, $75,000 to $150,000. The appreciation. Here's where it gets interesting. Despite the controversy, Veneno values have skyrocketed. 2013 original price, $4.5 million 2018 values, $6 to $8 million 2024 values, $8 to $11 million. That's a 80 to 150% increase in just over a decade. Why? Rarity. Only 13 exist. As wealth increases globally, more ultra-wealthy collectors compete for the same cars. Brand recognition. Everyone knows what a Veneno is. It's instantly recognizable. Investment asset. Ultra-rare supercars have proven to be excellent investments. Museum quality. These cars are increasingly viewed as automotive art, not just vehicles. The storage. Most Venenos live in climate-controlled private garages. Multi-car collections. Owners typically have 20-100 plus cars. Professional storage facilities. Occasionally displayed in private museums. The insurance. Insuring a Veneno is complex. Agreed value policies, not standard market value. Require professional storage. Limited mileage allowances. Some insurers won't touch them. Premiums. $50,000 to $100,000 plus annually. The community. Veneno owners are part of an exclusive club. They know each other. Only 13 owners. Private events and gatherings. Sometimes coordinate car show appearances. Occasionally loan to museums. Selling one. Only a few Venenos have changed hands. 2015. A Roadster sold for $5.5 million. 2019. A coupe sold for $8.3 million at auction. 2022. A Roadster sold privately for approximately $9.5 million. The market is so small that each sale is a major event in the collector car world. Let's address the elephant in the room, the backlash. The main criticisms. 1. It's just a body kit. Critics argue the Veneno was fundamentally an Aventador with extreme bodywork. And they're not entirely wrong. Same chassis. Same engine. 10 horsepower more. Same transmission. Same basic interior. Same performance. Roughly. Response. Yes, but that's like saying a Porsche GT3 RS is just a 911. The execution matters. 2. Outrageously overpriced. At $4.5 million, you could buy 3 Ferrari LaFerraris, 5 Porsche 918 Spyders, 10 Aventador SVs, or 1 Veneno. Critics said the price was pure exploitation of ultra-wealthy collectors. Response. The market disagreed. All 13 sold immediately and values doubled. 3. Form over function. Many journalists claimed the Wild Arrow was more aesthetic than functional. No published downforce numbers. No official track times. Questionable real-world benefit. Response. Lamborghini's silence on performance data fed this criticism. 4. Missing modern features. By 2013 standards, the Veneno lacked dual-clutch transmission, hybrid technology, advanced driver aids, modern infotainment. Response. True, but it was based on a 2011 platform. The defense. Automotive art. Some argued the Veneno should be judged as automotive sculpture, not purely as a performance machine. Exclusivity value. With only 13 made, the extreme pricing reflected rarity more than capability. Brand statement. Lamborghini was making a statement. We're the wildest, most extreme brand. Mission accomplished. Investment. Buyers who paid $4.5 million now have assets worth $8 to $11 million. Hard to call that a bad purchase. My honest take. The critics have valid points. The Veneno is fundamentally an Aventador with a wild body. It is overpriced relative to performance. But it's also one of the most dramatic, eye-catching, conversation-starting cars ever made. It achieved its goal, being unforgettable. Is it worth $4.5 million? From a performance standpoint, absolutely not. From a collectability, investment, and experience standpoint, the market says yes. So what's the final verdict on the Lamborghini Veneno? What it represents? The Veneno is the peak of the limited edition supercar craze. It showed that ultra-wealthy collectors would pay almost any price for extreme exclusivity. The impact on Lamborghini. After the Veneno, Lamborghini continued this strategy. Centenario, 40 units, $1.9 million. Sion, 63 units, $3.6 million. Countach LPI 804, 112 units, $2.6 million. Rivuelto, limited editions coming. The formula works. Take existing platform, create wild design, extreme limitation, astronomical pricing. The impact on the industry. Other brands followed. Ferrari, more limited editions. Porsche, GT3 RS, GT2 RS, special editions. McLaren, Elva, Speedtail, Sabre. Pagani, even more exclusive models. The Veneno helped normalize multi-million-dollar limited editions. Should you buy one? Obviously, this is only for the ultra-wealthy. But if you have $10 million to spend on a car, reasons to buy. Only 13 exist. Ultimate exclusivity. Proven investment, doubled in value. Instant recognition. Museum-quality automotive art. Ultimate Lamborghini statement piece. Reasons to pass. Not the fastest. Not the most advanced. Basically an expensive Aventador. Better performance per dollar elsewhere. Limited usability. Alternatives at similar price. For $8 to $11 million, you could buy multiple classic Ferraris. A McLaren F1, if you can find one. Pagani Huayra Codalunga, Bugatti Chiron Supersport. A collection of 20 to 30 amazing cars. The final verdict. As a performance car, 6 out of 10 it's fast, but not groundbreaking. Aventador performance with wild bodywork. As a design statement, October 10th, absolutely unforgettable. Love it or hate it, you can't ignore it. As an investment, 9 out of 10 doubled in value. Proven collectability, likely to continue appreciating. As a daily driver, 1/10, completely impractical, attracts too much attention, too valuable to risk. Overall, 8 out of 10 for what it is. An ultra-exclusive, ultra-dramatic limited edition. It succeeds brilliantly. My personal take. If I had unlimited money, would I buy one? Probably not. I'd rather have 20 different amazing cars than one Veneno. But I'm so glad it exists. The automotive world would be boring without cars this extreme, this controversial, this absolutely bonkers. The Veneno is automotive excess in its purest form. And sometimes, excess is exactly what we need. The Lamborghini Veneno, one of the most polarizing, expensive, and exclusive cars ever made. It's not perfect. It's not the best value. It's not the most innovative hypercar of its era. But it is unforgettable. In a world where cars are becoming more efficient, more electric, more sensible, the Veneno stands as a monument to pure excess, to drama, to the philosophy that more is more, and subtlety is for other brands. Only 13 people in the world own one. Values have doubled since launch. And despite all the criticism, the Veneno achieved exactly what Lamborghini wanted. It got people talking, it made headlines, and it reminded everyone that Lamborghini is the wildest supercar manufacturer on earth. Direct to camera, enthusiastic. So what's your take? Is the Veneno a masterpiece or a massive ripoff? Would you rather have one Veneno or 20 other amazing cars? Drop a comment below. I love hearing your perspectives on these controversial hypercars. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the rarest supercars ever made, smash that like button and subscribe for more exotic car content. I've put links in the description to more Veneno content, collector car auctions, and comparisons to other limited edition hypercars. Thanks for watching. Until next time, keep dreaming big.